I will hold in order to do business with you. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well hear this now, Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go, it come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Call your friends, call your family. Let them know Real Talk with Saieed Ali is going live on Synergy Network. Now, viewers, we are on from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. nightly. And during the day, there's a rerun from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember that, viewers? We also on social media platform, Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are also on YouTube, TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, viewers, and you will know when we go live. So everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on YouTube. Remember, share our Facebook social media platform as we go live. Also want to remind you that 4% on fixed deposit at Real Talk. Remember, Real Talk Credit Union is also encouraging you to open an account and save for your kids, even for yourself. No other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you 4%. Remember that, viewers. So our numbers will be on screen shortly, viewers. These are the numbers to call. We have our location. Our head office is at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shoguners. Real Talk Credit Union information is at the Real Talk Group of Company building at Caroni Savannah Road in Shoguners. And we have a sub-office at number 132 Cipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. So get in touch with us, viewers. We offer the highest interest rate in Trinidad and Tobago. And everybody knows Saeed is solid. It has nothing like business crashing. No, because we do business local, regional, and international. We're into equipment rental, we're into real estate, we're into security and intelligence. Plus I have my show on TV. Our latest business to join the Real Talk group is the Real Talk Credit Union information. Remember that, viewers. Real Talk is branded by Saeed in Trinidad and Tobago. Our company are growing, staff growing, business growing, and I just thanking God for the mercies that He have given unto me. So remember that. But we have a question for you tonight, viewers. And it's based on the performance of our Minister of Finance, not Finance, Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines. Do you think Fitzgerald Hines has been performing in his portfolio as Minister of National Security in keeping with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago being safe? That is my question to you. So call your friends, call your family. I want to hear from you tonight. Because crime is rampant in our country. It's rampant in our country, and no minister seems to be doing anything about it. None. No minister, no minister, no minister. So as we start off tonight, viewers, Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali among 6 persons to be conferred an honorary doctorate degree during the 155th commencement convocation by the Howard University. Well, we want to congratulate the Prime Minister on his achievement. Another update. So Prime Minister, from Real Talk Group, congratulations to you on the honorary doctorate degree. You did well with your knowledge. That is concerning you, my friend. But comes to the public, and the focus on the public is something totally different. So, congratulations on your achievement. Moving along, the Commission of Inquiry into the Paria diving tragedy has written to the President seeking an extension of the date to deliver its final report. In a release, the Commission stated that it will now seek to deliver the report to President Christine Kangaloo by August 31st, 2023. The report was supposed to be handed over to the President by the end of May. So they are pushing it back now, viewers, until August 31st. Imagine that, eh? But then say what? We're giving them their time. We want to know who's going to be held accountable and who is not going to be held accountable because 4 divers lost their life. Due to what? negligence probably on safety. But nevertheless, we're going to see what's taking place with that. So as we start, World Health Organization, WHO, has ended its COVID-19 public health emergency of international concern. Speaking at a press conference, WHO Director General Dr. Tedros said the decision to downgrade the outbreak status came out from a meeting between an emergency committee under the international health regulations and the WHO. He declared that COVID-19 is over as a global health emergency.
This virus is here to stay. It's still killing, and it's still changing. The risk remains of new variants emerging that cause new surges in cases and deaths. The worst thing any country could do now is to use this news as a reason to let down its guard, to dismantle the system. For the past year, the Emergency Committee and WHO have been analyzing the data carefully and considering when the time would be right to lower the level of alarm. Yesterday, the Emergency Committee met for the 15th time and recommended to me that I declare an end to the public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. It's therefore with great hope that I declare COVID-19 over as a global health emergency.
So Trinidad and Tobago, it's the end of the international emergency of the COVID-19. Now, however, Tedros stated that it comes against the backdrop of the pandemic, warning over the past years the population immunity increased from vaccination and infection, mortality decreasing, and the pressure of health system easing. However, he warned that the ending of the public health emergency does not mean that the disease is not still a global health threat. Now listen to this.
However, that does not mean COVID-19 is over as a global health threat. Last week, COVID-19 claimed life every 3 minutes. And that's just the deaths we know about. As we speak, thousands of people around the world are fighting for their lives in intensive care units. And millions more continue to live with the debilitating effects of post-COVID-19 condition.
And finally, he noted that the worst thing any country could do now is to use this news as a reason to lift or to let their guards down, to dismantle the system it has built, or to send the message to its people that COVID-19 is nothing to worry about.
It has built, or to send the message to its people that COVID-19, this virus is here to stay. It's still killing, and it's still changing. The risk remains of new variants emerging that cause new surges in cases and deaths. The worst thing any country could do now is to use this news as a reason to let down its guard, to dismantle the systems it has built, or to send the message to its people that COVID-19 is nothing to worry about.
Now, viewers, the bomb threat email sent to more than 50 schools last Friday were a cyber hoax attack on schools. Those are the findings of the TNT Police Service, the TTPS, as an investigation into the incident which disrupted classes at schools across the country. In a press release, the TTPS stated that officers from all 10 police divisions, along with teams from special investigating units, cybercrime unit and explosive device unit responded to calls from various schools. No explosive device were found after a throughout search by the bomb technicians. According to the police, investigations were conducted in collaboration with international partners as they were able to identify the server used was based in Germany and the reserve host of the email is situated in Cyprus. Imagine that. Imagine that, viewers. In Germany. So what are we getting? Cyber attacks in Trinidad. This is where we are at. Let me tell you something. Technology increasing, you know. But the thing is security increasing in our country? This is what we have to understand. As technology increase, are we increasing security in our country? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, Kamala gives Rowley 7 days to apologize after the break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar, attorney, has sent a pre-action protocol letter to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley yesterday, giving him 7 days to deliver a public retraction and apology for recent alleged defamation. Or we would say, defamatory statement. The legal action follows alleged statements he made at Sunday's P&M Sport and Family Day. On Monday, Persad-Bissessar called on Rowley to retract the statement and apologize. In a statement yesterday, she said that the PM has 7 days to issue an unqualified public retraction of his defamatory statement and make a public apology. And if he fails to do so, legal proceedings in the High Court would be commenced. Persad-Bissessar said that the PM's act of willful ascribing statements to her which she never made are not only false, but they meant to incite ethnic division in our society and have caused damages to her reputation. So Trinidad and Tobago, the Prime Minister have 7 days to respond as of today. But the thing is, the PM is going Barbados, and after that, what's going to happen? I believe he's on vacation. So do you think he is going to respond to this? I don't think so. I don't think, knowing our Prime Minister, how he functions, I don't think he's going to even study this. He's not even going to bother with this. This is not actually in his plate. It's vacation time for him. You think if I am going on vacation, you think I'm going to study about to retract and apologize to it? No. I don't think our Prime Minister is going to do that. It's vacation time, it's Barbados, it's blue sea, white sand. Do you think he's going to study that? No, he's not going to study that. I myself won't study it. Because, hey, I'm going on vacation. But, say what? It's the PM. So, Trinidad and Tobago, do you think Fitzgerald Hines is fit for the office of the Minister of National Security? Do you think he is showing a sense or a sign of responsibility? Crime is rising. Crime is rising. They also want to ban an assault weapon that is already banned. And they also want to ban licensed firearm holders from accessing this assault weapon. You want to ban something that's already banned. And on top of that now, you want to ban licensed firearm holders from accessing it. So it is okay for the bandit to have it, whether it ban or not. Because whether that ban or not, it's already in the streets. Illegal firearm is already illegal. So you're going to ban something that is already illegal? Does that make sense to you? So let me break it down in layman's too. Are you going to fill a barrel that is already full? So if I didn't understand that you're banning a firearm, a weapon that is already banned, my question to you, will you fill a tank that is already filled? Common sense. Common sense. We banning thing that is banned. A licensed firearm holder can't even get that assault weapon. But you know what? It could come in and out of Trinidad and Tobago like if people leaving. Yeah? In the US and countries around the world, their commissioners, their police service is encouraging people to come sign up for a firearm to protect your property, to protect yourself, to protect your loved ones. In Trinidad, if they give us a firearm and you kill somebody, let me tell you something, the amount of questions you have to answer. The amount. So what I want to tell the opposition leader now, concerning stand your ground on your property, let me tell you something, ma'am. Don't wait till you actually go into power to do it. Carry it to the parliament. Carry it to the parliament. You and your team, take some days off parliament. Cause a march. Cause something. To let the present government know that, hey, too much home invasion is taking place. Too many people are getting robbed. Imagine a family got up early to prepare food to sell, and they were robbed. They were robbed, I believe it's about $25,000. Early in the morning. You get up early to organize, to sell in your business, and you get robbed. When you get up 12 o'clock, preparing, cooking, cleaning out, mopping, whatever it is, for 5 o'clock in the morning to open your breakfast shed, to make money now, you getting robbed. Imagine that, eh? Taxi drivers, they are losing their vehicles. Why? Because some mother and father, good son, have an illegal firearm and robbing taxi drivers of their vehicle, robbing PH drivers of their vehicles. Imagine that. And we, the citizens who apply for a legal firearm, we can't get it. Why? Why? Why is that so? Why is our country like this? 1.4 million people, and you want to tell me 41 MPs cannot govern 1.4 million people in a country big as 2x2? And then when Saieed come on his platform, Saieed, you're bashing PNM. But what is the reality you are facing as an individual on a daily basis? Are you afraid to leave your home? Do you have to build walls higher than your house now to protect your home? When your daughter go out and she dress up nice and looking nice, you have to wonder if she will return home. And if you have a business now and your kids go to school now, you have to wonder if they will reach home safe or if somebody will kidnap them for a ransom because you're driving a BMW. Or you driving a Porsche, or you driving a Range Rover, or you driving some high-end executive vehicle. But nobody understands when you are up from 2, 3 o'clock in the morning doing the maths, and then you're opening for 8 o'clock, and then you have workers coming in, and then again 2 hours sleep between 9 and 12. Anybody understand that? That is why when I come here, and you hear me saying, jump my fence, police will pick you up on a body bag. But don't come and play a charging me for excessive force, you know. Because I will tell you the magistrate, and I will tell you the judge, and I will tell you the policeman, ask that man what he doing in my property. And if he cannot answer you, then don't come around me. Because willfully you're going down the road in a vehicle, and I will make you run off the road. I will make you run off, for God and heaven's sake, I will make you run off the road. Too much things is happening in our country, and those in authority operating like they lackadaisical. They don't know the capital A from the common A. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed. Our country is under onslaught in crisis in every area, sir. Look today, only today, Minimatam in Central, they did not only rob them, you know, sir, they burned the place down to us. So brazen are these criminals. Everything, you know, it is riding probably across 1,000 for this year. And our honorable Prime Minister, who, you know, everybody is looking forward for protection and what have you. He go on playing golf, going to Barbados. And what is of a lot of interest. You know, he always comes out and say, you know, I'm the Prime Minister, I'm the Chairman of the National Security Council, and I'm this. And he was advised by the National Security Council not to meet with Gary Griffith or whoever had an input, you know, to decrease this crime. How is it possible you didn't know? You know, these things are passing very strange, sir. How is it you don't know about this operation? This is government-to-government operation. Who got the aircraft? What about immigration authority and all these things that have to give clearance for this aircraft to leave and go? And you didn't know that. And what again is very strange, how you did not know about that arrangement that Paris made when millions of dollars was paid to this man, whatever his name, the lawyer, the Queen's Counselor, King Counselor, whoever. How is it that you do not know these things, sir? How is it you do not know these things? It is our money, and now I hear in the news again, sir, when he come out and say 1.5 million for crime symposium, that figure has doubled, more than double, and I think that is going to increase again. Sir, is this the Prime Minister's money? Is this Raoul's money that he is spending, sir? You know what I want to find out, I don't know how is it possible, but we need a proper audit. We need a proper audit since this government came to power. Money, this man said $140,000 to treat if someone gets a graze from a gunshot. He said, because I know how much $100,000 to treat a COVID patient. People go, they're not even getting food, they're not getting nothing. We want an audit to know, because this man is spending money left, right, and center, and the citizen is collapsing. Look, the fire trucks. You have so much station without proper equipment. The police don't have vehicles. We have bad roads. People cannot get water. Nothing. We are suffering, and this man going to play golf, sir. It is time for them to demit. So I am calling that as a proper opposition. Take the relevant steps. I don't think we could survive 2 years again under this PNM government. Everything, he goes to play camera again about one threat in school. And this man is only blamed. He clearly cannot do the job. So why should we allow him to stay for 2 years again? It is time for the mid-office. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, here at the PM, it was reasonable to think UNC linked to bomb threats. Ooh, that will be very, very heated after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, viewers, we are on from Monday to Friday on Synergy Television from 7 to 8 p.m. nightly, with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposit, the highest interest rate that is being paid in Trinidad and Tobago presently. We also encourage you to come in, set up an account with Real Talk Credit Union information. You can just flash the number for 2 seconds on the screen. And do that, viewers. Let me tell you something. Opening an account at Real Talk Credit Union is going to benefit you. It is going to benefit you, viewers. So, Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali have stated that it was a reasonable thought for him to link the opposition, United National Congress, to last Friday bomb threats over 50 schools. The PM stated that he didn't think that was so far-fetched, and the question of reflecting as to whether they connected or not is reasonable thoughts. Listen to this.
I don't think that in a country where there's freedom of thought and freedom of expression without breaking the law, I didn't think that that was so far-fetched. I mean, one has to think. We don't normally get them coming together like that. It was a one-off situation as far as I know. So the question of reflecting as to whether they connected or not, to me, is reasonable thought. It might be inconvenient for some people.
Now, one has to think why they just didn't change the management board of Petrotrin and the board of the refinery and have it up and running. One has to think. It's a reasonable cause to think. So here it is. As for the pre-action protocol letter, he said it will be passed on to his lawyer. He added that if the way to deal with that is lawyers, and if he is accused of breaking the law, then his lawyer will be involved. The PM.
Well, you know, opposition by pre-action protocol is not new to us. Insofar as innocence is raised or accusations are made, the way to deal with that is with the lawyers. I don't advise myself in law, and if I'm accused of breaking the law, then more than ever, my lawyers will be involved.
Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. I love our Prime Minister, you know. You know why I'm saying that? You know why I'm saying that? It's because the man is bold. He is bold. He will tell you what he have to tell you, and if you find it not suiting you, well, you deal with it in a way how you want to. That's why I love the man. I love the man. I love the boldness in the man. But at the end of the day, he have a title as the PM for Trinidad and Tobago to govern our country. Me, on the other hand, I have business running local and international, and it is my duty for the last 5 years to inform you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, about the do's and the don'ts, what I could get done and what I could make happen. The PM also stated that the police were working to solve the case of anonymous bomb threats, lamenting this could be hard to do because perpetrators can cover their tracks. Ooh, hear the PM on this.
A little bit, the police cyber people are working. They've got, as you know, you would know that finding these sources are not the easiest things. You have to search deeply, because persons who would have carried out that kind of arrangement with such precision, there are ways of covering your tracks. So the uncovering of the tracks would not be the easiest thing, but we are pursuing the footprints where they exist.
Moving along, viewers, but with our Prime Minister, he called on the population to unite against criminals, whom he said were no weak sibling, but individuals disrupting a society of their own ends. Tapping the podium to emphasize each word he uttered, he stated that there are people in this country who will do things to hurt the country.
There are people in this country who will do things to hurt this country. If in so doing, matters not how horrendous it is, if that will advance their agendas. And you had better believe that.
He stated that criminal elements is not an accidental development in this country. They have business models. He said no one was immune to these methods of operating or the operations of criminal. Hear what our minister has to say. Listen to this man.
As I said at the CARICOM meeting the other day, criminals, as we have them here in Trinidad and Tobago, they have business models. Unfortunately, some people saying that the criminals are attacking people of a certain race and a certain, but the criminal element is not an accidental development in this country. They have business models. And like kidnapping was a business model until the anti-kidnapping squad literally rooted it out and knock wood, kidnapping has not been what it was at one time. Holding up cash in transit is a criminal business model. Going to a business place and forcing someone to open a vault, taking them back to the place, that's another model. Thinking that somebody home has cash in their house and go there and force your way in, that's a business model. Those are the modus operandi of the criminal element, and nobody, none of us is immune to it.
So now viewers, listen to this. Dr. Ali added that criminals also rely on persons in their home who keeps secrets for them, and even certain police officers facilitating them. Shocking. Hear this.
The criminals are not weak siblings learning to crawl. These are well thought out, predetermined actions of people who determine to use crime for profit. And unless we all close ranks against them, they will succeed in going between us and making us fight against ourselves while they profit in the process. And that is what this country is being called upon to do. Close ranks against the criminals, starting in the home. Because very many people in homes in this country know who the criminals are and know what they are up to. And if you keep secrets for them, they need that. And if there are police officers in the ranks of the police service who create opportunities for them to evade the law, they need that. And of course, the entire administration of the country, from parent to the highest point, office of prime minister, human beings, susceptible to all kinds of failures. And we are saying we don't want those failures. You have to identify those failures. But in this case, there has been no failure.
So now viewers, switching to the Samoa Business Association have stated that the failure of several institutions in TNT is a contributing factor to the recent hike in crime. It said, these institution failures have significant implications for the safety and security of citizens and business, and outlined areas of concern. The association added that a lack of social initiatives for the youth and the country could lead to social exclusion, poverty, and a higher risk of engaging in criminal activities. With regards to custom and exercise, the profilation of high-profile weapon entering the country illegally through our legal port is a significant issue that needs to be addressed. So how it is now, we have a legal port entry. How it is an illegal firearm could be coming through the port when they have scanners to pick up things. How come? Is it that somebody is being paid to turn sideways? I don't know, I'm asking. So this is why I asked the question, is it that our Minister of National Security, is he the perfect individual for the job? Or did the Prime Minister made a mistake in selecting him? Just as he said, he made a mistake when selecting the former Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith. Ask yourself that. To me, I feel the Prime Minister made a mistake. He's the Minister of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago, but I believe they made a mistake also in selecting Hines. They made a mistake with that. And to top off that now, to put the cherry on the ice cream, you know what I do? They pick a commissioner now with no expertise in the field. So one who don't care about the citizen concerning crime, and the other one with no expertise. So what we have there now? What do we have? We have cassava and dashing. Cassava and dashing bush, that's what we have. Or we have stone in China and Alu mixed up together. We're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about the PM long weekend vacation in Barbados after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, it's 4% at Real Talk on a fixed deposit. Remember that, viewers. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is currently on vacation in Barbados, which was planned since last month, and has made it clear that it doesn't involve any business regarding the Brent Thomas issue. Let me tell you something. There's a big issue in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados presently. It's huge. That is international. That is, a plane leaving one country to go to our next country to transport a criminal in an abduction matter, allegedly. Is our police in Trinidad going in Barbados? Do they have jurisdiction in Barbados? I almost answered that, you know. But we go wait for the investigation to finish. Even the commissioner in Barbados. Hey, there's a big thing going on, you know. There's a big thing going on. Who acted legal? Who acted illegally? According to the judge, what they say it is? Illegal action. It's a form of kidnapping. Ooh, imagine that. Who's involved in it? Well, let's hear in the coming weeks, we're going to hear who's the big heads. Who ordered it? So if I am a licensed firearm holder, and I cannot travel with my weapon from here to Barbados, I have to lodge my firearm in the station. You think a police officer will have jurisdiction outside his country? You think about that. They could go to the next country and say, yes, as a police in Trinidad. But could you lock up anybody in that country? Oh, you're out of line. If I cannot carry my firearm, who am a licensed holder in Trinidad, and I can't carry it right in Venezuela there, you think police have jurisdiction there? No, not without consent. No consent, that they say? You have no jurisdiction. So hear this now. Justice Rampersad ruled that Thomas, who was the focus of police investigation in mid-2022, was unlawfully abducted last October when Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados police officer detained him while he was in transit through Barbados. Barbados Attorney General Dale Marshall has asked the country's police commissioner for a report on the matter. The PM stated that he hasn't spoken to anybody in Barbados about the Thomas matter because he did not need to. Do you have knowledge of it or no knowledge? Well, it's obvious you can say you have no knowledge about it. Nothing other than that. He presumed that the Attorney General will talk to his colleague and knew.
Interestingly, I have not spoken to anybody in Barbados because I don't need to. I presume that the AG would talk to his colleague. I haven't read it, I've seen some statement in the paper from the Barbados Attorney General. I haven't even read it because I know one thing. I know one thing for sure. There's nothing that he could say to the media in Barbados or the media in Trinidad and Tobago that implicates me or the executive in Trinidad and Tobago, contrary to what is being said.
So Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister knows nothing. All of a sudden you're going to Barbados for vacation. Why didn't go before? Why didn't go before? Just saying, why didn't go before? You find it strange? The PM added that he had indicated a few months ago that he planned to take a vacation, but never said where. All of a sudden, Brent Thomas come up, all of a sudden you're going Barbados. Whew, coincidental. Listen to this video.
I did tell you a few months ago that during this year, I plan to take a vacation. I have not done so. The best I could have done was to ask for a long weekend in Barbados. So on the 14th of April, I took a decision sometime early April, Easter time. I took a decision that I'll take this weekend off and go to Barbados with some friends to meet some friends. The ticket for that trip was purchased on the 14th of April. The decision was taken well before that, long before you were in the news. And as a result of what I've done, I have a ticket in my pocket. I leave here tomorrow morning for Barbados. I'll be in Barbados for the weekend. And I know if I didn't tell you that, all kinds of interpretations have been put on by presidents in Barbados this weekend.
Now, PM, I understand what you're saying there. I understand you made your statement that people would say all kind of things. But can you prove or are you willing to show that your ticket was purchased long before this issue raised? If you show to us, the public, the purchasing of your ticket long before this issue raised, then I have nothing to tell you. Absolutely nothing to tell you. And this is of Trinidad and Tobago would also love to see that lodged as evidence. Because that will show, you know what? About 2 months back, the PM did book his date to go Barbados on a vacation. That is proof, and that is what we need. But then again, it's easier to go to the cabinet and ban a firearm that is already banned in Trinidad and Tobago. Say what? He stated that this might upset persons, but he has no apology to make. Hold that video. The PM knew this would upset people. But he doesn't have to answer to anyone. But you know what will clear him from all this? Show us when your ticket was purchased. If it was 1 week ago, 1 month ago, 2 weeks ago, or 2 months ago. Normally, when people go on vacation, they just plan. I go buy my ticket 2 months in advance, and on that day, I call in my work, and I send in a sick leave, or I go on vacation, or I take him at my how you call it again? My holidays vacation, and I'm gone. You see, PM, it is nothing to do with the Brent Thomas. You say it is going on vacation. So all you have to do now to make yourself, or to take yourself out of the whole scenario, you're not surprised no media person or printed press asked the PM to show his tickets just to take him out of the Brent Thomas situation. You have proof that it planned 2 months ago. Did any media ask for him? Any media ask him that? None. Not one. So tonight now, I side, bring me back here. I side now, asking you, Mr. PM, as a big man in society. I ain't big like you, you know. But when you want to clarify something, you push forth evidence. This is my ticket, Keith Christopher Rowley, purchased from wherever airline on so and so date. We know you're the Prime Minister. Today, tomorrow, you could board a plane and fly out. I could board a plane and fly out today, tomorrow. But when you hear something rise up, and all of a sudden you go to that exact place, it raises eyebrows. Call her good night.
Yes, sir, good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Saeed, that point you're touching on this, Saeed. Now, hear me, right? I understand what you're trying to say, but I want to ask you something first, right? Who's the acting Prime Minister for the weekend? Anybody know? Yeah, that's right. that point you're touching on there, right? I agree with you at that point. But let me ask you a question, right? If you're working in a job, you have a certain job description, right? And you're failing miserably at your job.
Correct.
Will you have that zeal to take vacation? Or will you try to make things better, or try to succeed in your job, try to have something successful before you take any kind of vacation? I just asking a question. Right?
I understand what you're saying.
Because of the fact that the country going on a roadside, we getting 8 to 10 murders a day.
Yeah.
He does always come and boast that how he's the head of the National Security Council. Every time the man stand up in a podium, that the first thing is jump out the mouth. And you lead the country high and dry with 10 murders a day to run Barbados to play golf. And more than that is the best golf. That is the best golf in the whole.
He's the best golfer.
Right. I don't understand it. It's not making sense. It's not making sense until the police that went across this. What jurisdiction them have to go across it and arrest a man? I thought he was innocent until proven guilty. And for what? Firearms? The man is a firearm dealer. If
Correct.
you think a firearm dealer side, you think a firearm dealer can have illegal firearms, arms and ammunition in his possession, when knowing that he could lose everything he has?
Correct.
Let me be real now, boy. Nobody going to jeopardize the business for a few guns and a few rounds of ammunition illegally. Nobody going to do that. Everybody know this is the game that PNM must play with people. When you do side with them, they set you up and they pull you down. That is the game they just play. And we want to know who's the higher official that sanctioned this whole thing. Because the police don't operate on their own. Police don't have also right outside. They're not holding bandits because they're getting 4%. They're not even holding bandits in their own countryside. You think they're going abroad to hold them to bring them back in the
Well said, well said.
Let me be real in this country.
Well
now,
said.
He's only fooling. Let me tell you something, right, Ty? When he come and he's talking about that garbage of people on TV, right? You know what that reminds me of? I'm not closing on Petrochin. I'm not closing on Petrochin. The government not involved in that operation. I'm not closing on Petrochin. It's sounding familiar?
Yep.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing the man coming and feeding all the this everywhere Trinidadians have. They need to start getting rid of that by side. And let me tell you something. You see this government we are here? We need to get rid of this government before this year done side. Otherwise, let me tell you something. You see half of the population might get killed out by bandits before the year done. I just telling you realistically. Because we ain't going to survive on that keep Rowley and this administration with Fitzgerald Hines, And up to now, until we know who's the acting Prime Minister of the weekend, so we running on autopilot then.
Autopilot.
Yeah, that's what we're running on. Anyway, Saeed, you enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, Justice Rampasad ruled that Thomas, who was the focus of police investigation in mid-2022, was unlawfully abducted last October when Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados police officers detained him while he was in transit through Barbados. Is there a warrant? Let me tell you something. You cannot run into a man's place or hold a man unless you have a warrant to hold a man, you know. Who gave Trinidad and Tobago police authorization to leave our country to go Barbados to hold a man? Those key players will be subjected to answer to the court of law. Who gave you authorization? Who signed that warrant? I want to know who's the officers. I want to know whose signature. I also want to know who's the officers in Barbados that sanctioned it also. Imagine that, eh? Trinidad police can't catch a bandit right here. They're going to Barbados to lock up a man. Imagine that. Imagine that. And at the center of this controversy, we have our Prime Minister now decided to go to Barbados all of a sudden. Well, you know, I've been telling you all this about 2 months or 3 months now. I'm going on vacation. But he didn't say where he was going. And there's a problem right there. So you have to come out now and show the public, although you say you're not answering to nobody, you have to come out and show the public now you purchased that ticket, or the Prime Minister's office purchased that ticket for you weeks ago. That's a new thing. That is a new thing. Whose authority was TTPS acting on? Let me tell you something. If the police force in Trinidad and Tobago is higher than the judges in our country, well then we need to dismantle TTPS. Take what I'm telling earlier. Take what I'm telling earlier. So because you are a TTPS officer, you could do what you want. Bandits doing what they want right here in the community and you ain't holding them. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, a repeat of this program on Friday night will show on Monday morning from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Enjoy the weekend, be safe, don't end up in the prison, don't do nothing illegal, do like me. Work hard, make money. Until we meet again, good night.